Yeah, everything happened very quickly. Um, Obviously, I loved working with him. I really enjoyed being alongside him in this incredible journey. From day one, we've been together. And yeah, well, first of all, I'm very grateful personally for what everything's done for me and then for the amazing work that he's done for the football club. So, yeah, I think we both had this special chemistry working together. We really both enjoyed our roles and working together. And I'm very blessed that he's been part of my life in such a beautiful place that I am right now, managing this incredible club, and he's been a massive part of that. He's had an amazing opportunity now to do something else in a different role, and he believes that is the right professional move for him. We have to respect that, and from the bottom of my heart, I think everybody really feels that we want the best for him, and that's it.
James?
Mikel, what would you say to any supporters who are concerned that Edu's departure might stop the progress that you've been making over the last few years?
Well, the plan of the vision that starts with ownership, that is very clear and very ambitious, is going to continue. We have a very strong leadership team with an unbelievable know-how, a real passion and great feelings for the football club, that we're not going to stop where we are at the moment. And then across the club, you know, the excitement, the passion, the understanding of where we want to take this journey remains intact. And that means opportunities as well for somebody else to come to fulfill that role. A lot of people that Edu has brought as well alongside him in this journey, which is always very important. And we move on. We say thank you, and we have to move on because that's the reality of our industry.
Thanks, guys. We'll now move on to match matters. Thank you.
Can I just start with a bit of housekeeping, injury-wise? Martin, is he available and fit? And Declan, how far away is he?
Yeah, well, the positive news, Martin, great to have him back. Obviously, he's trained with us for the first time. A full session today. He felt good. It's a bit earlier than we expected, but he wanted to be with the team. So we'll decide tomorrow whether to use him or not. But at least it's a big step that he's traveled with us and he's part of the team. And Declan, unfortunately, he picked an injury during the match against Newcastle. He was able to finish the game, but he wasn't feeling good in the last few days. So we'll have to assess him on Thursday and understand whether he's going to be fit or not for the weekend.
Can I just ask you, you've obviously had a fantastic couple of years, Mikel, you know, really sort of kind of taken the club forward, everyone can see that. I guess, do you feel a little bit more pressure, and I guess you're putting pressure on yourself all the time, aren't you, to kind of win and sort of kind of, this is a great opportunity in this competition, isn't it? But, you know, Bacano, I think, even said earlier in the season, you know, this is our season to win. Do you feel that?
Absolutely. Well, my blood is pumping. You know, this is the kind of game that we want to play. To come to Milan to play Inter, that 2 years ago they were the final in the Champions League. They won the Scudetto last year, and to come here and show the team that we are in right now and the ambition that we have. And these are the games that we want to play, that's for sure.
Okay, we'll go to Josh.
Mikel, UEFA have announced that there will be a period of silence before the games for the events in Valencia and Spain. How important is it that football sort of mark these moments?
It's great because we need a lot of support. We need noise around what happened because obviously the situation has been extremely difficult for a lot of families, for a lot of people. But especially that difficulty is going to continue for months. So that support is going to have to be consistent, and the more aware we make people, the better, because more help and support they're going to have. So thanks for that.
Hello, Coach. I'm Jacek Kurowski from Polish Television. I would like to ask you about Kuba Kiwior. As you know, Kuba played just a few minutes in the Premier League, a little bit more in the Champions League, sorry, and a little bit more in Premier League. And the question is, what Kuba has to do and shouldn't do to play more?
Especially do all the qualities that he had and put them at the service of the team. And that's it. When he has the opportunity to play those minutes, show that he's got the level that we believe he has to perform and help us to win football matches. That's it.
John from the BBC.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
With everything that's happened over the course of the last few weeks, whether it's the recent results in the Premier League, the news about Edu this week, coming here without Declan Rice, Chelsea coming up on Sunday. What do you describe this as? A test of character? What is it?
With everything that we've been through here 4 or 5 years, what a great place we are in. Because we've been with problems of all kinds in this football club for many years, and we are in an incredible moment right now, and we are blessed to be where we are. You know, we're going to play this competition, we're going to play 70 games, we're going to have injuries, we're going to have defeats like many other teams, and it shows where we are and then how good we're going to be to react and be ourselves, and tomorrow come here to win the game.
Salve mister, Inzaghi parla dell'Arsenal come una delle principali candidate alla vittoria finale, mentre Guardiola dice questo dell'Inter. Con chi è più d'accordo, con Inzaghi o con Guardiola?
I don't know. It's obviously opinion of other managers that if they see us in this regard, we see ourselves as well as a very strong team that can compete with anybody, and it's time to show tomorrow that we are at that level, that we can come here and beat them.
Salve mister, Tancredi Palmeri, Sport Italia. Tanto in Italia quanto molto anche all'estero si è parlato dello stile da allenatore di Simone Inzaghi, nelle innovazioni, la capacità di scambiarsi posizioni in campo. Le chiedo, visto che ci ha lavorato tanto, se lei vede delle somiglianze, delle similarità anche con Guardiola o se è blasfemia citarlo. Poi sulla sua pagina Wikipedia dicono che lei parla italiano, quindi se vuole rispondere in italiano noi siamo contentissimi.
I think they have a really clear idea and identity, and that's for me the biggest strength of Inter, and that's full credit to their manager. And yeah, he has some very specific ideas, especially in ball possession, the way he moves the position of certain players, not all the players, but certain players, to occupy different spaces where it makes it tricky and unpredictable. But yeah, we face, to be fair, in the Premier League as well, a lot of tactical issues that we have to resolve, and hopefully tomorrow we're going to be able to do that as well.
Nick, just here.
Hi, Mikel, just hiding behind here. We're going to speak to Bukayo in a minute. We know why you want him on the pitch as a player. What is it about him that wants you to have him as your captain as well in so many games?
Especially the way people looks at him. You know, people admire him, people respect him, people wants to be next to him. He's got this capacity to inject this positivity in people. He's got a very particular way of smiling and transmitting his energy. And he's one of our leaders right now. He's come all the way from the academy. He shares the values of the football club. He's one of our biggest talents, biggest players, no question about that. So he's got a status in the team right now.
Isan?
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
You've, of course, brought Arsenal a long way in the last couple of seasons, and the points tallies and whatnot shows exactly what you've done for your team. But obviously, with the defeat against Newcastle, the recent news of Edu leaving, what would your message be to the fans who maybe are uncertain or a bit worried at this point?
Nothing. In moments when you have a defeat or two, or you have certain news that nobody expects, like we always done, stick together, bring positive energy, and move forward. This is part of football, and we have to be very strong. And like we always done, we'll get a long way just with that. So stick together.
Okay, last two questions now. Firstly in here. And then
Ciao mister, Francesco Piedrella della Gazzetta dello Sport. Le chiedo se, visto che l'aveva detto quando ha affrontato l'Atalanta, se anche affrontare l'Inter è come andare dal dentista, e poi le chiedo dell'italiano una mia curiosità, come lo hai imparato e perché.
No, well, it's certainly a privilege to be here and fully prepared for the game that we're going to have to play against the opposition that we're going to be facing. And yeah, regarding the Italian, because I love the culture, I love languages. It's a way that helps you to communicate with the world, especially with our players and staff. And yeah.
Okay, and finally to Gary from the Times.
Mikel, can I just ask you the nature of Declan's injury? And also, you said he wasn't feeling well. It's not like Declan not to be feeling well. So does that suggest it might be a little bit more serious than you think?
Well, yes, it was a knock, so it's a problem on his foot, and yeah, he wasn't comfortable to put his boots on, so at the moment he's not fit.
Could you just sum up how you and the players feel about Edu leaving? You know, were you surprised by it, and what impact do you think it will have on the club?
Yeah, so we didn't know, but we all know what Edu's done for the club, and he's a top person. So first of all, just want to wish him all the best. And obviously, we all know what he's done for the football club. He's been involved in the transformation and getting us back to performing at the highest stage. So we're all grateful for him, and just wishing him all the best. All the best. Sorry.
John?
Hello, Bukayo. Can I just ask you what tomorrow night means for you, really? San Siro, Inter Milan, Champions League. It's one of the great nights. What does it mean? It must be right up there.
Yeah, for me, these big games, you know, there's always a big atmosphere. There's always a lot of pressure, a lot of intensity, and for me, I feel it brings the best out of me. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Jordan?
Hi, Bukayo. You've spoken previously about believing that this could be Arsenal's year to win big trophies. How important is it for the squad, for the club, to keep on believing that even through these difficult times? Because it could be quite easy just to say, well, you know, we're now a few points behind, but you have to keep on having that belief.
Yeah, for me, I always live by the quote, it's not what you see, it's what you believe. But at the same time, it's important to not be delusional. And in this case, I don't think it's delusional to believe. If you look at our squad, the quality we have, the players we have, and at the same time, we're only in November, so I don't think I've lost any belief. I don't think anyone in the change room has either.
Kaya?
Hi, Bukayo. Hi. You're also going to be you'll be leading the team out tomorrow, most likely wearing the captain's armband. It's something you've done quite a lot over the past few weeks. Just want to ask what that's been like for you, because obviously you've grown up at the club and you're an Arsenal fan, and it must be a dream for you wearing the captain's armband, and also becoming a leader within the team now as well, and how that's changed things for you recently.
Yeah, so it's been a big honour to put the captain's armband on. And yeah, every time I don't take it for granted. And of course, like you said, my role in the team has improved a lot this year. And I have to step up for my team and be more of a leader, but I'm embracing it, I'm doing my best, and yeah, that's all I can do really.
Charles?
Hi, Bukayo. Obviously, it's been a difficult few weeks, results-wise, and with the Edu news as well. As part of the being captain at the moment, have you taken it upon yourself, maybe this week, to sort of speak to the group in that sort of leadership role and get everyone together and just a bit of a rallying cry, really?
No, I think I would if I needed to, if I felt I needed to, but I think it's important not to overreact as well. Obviously, there's a lot of noise around the club, and we lost 2 games and drew another one, but at the same time, I think it's important to stay calm, and doing all of these things can, at the same time, create more calm, but they can also create a bit more panic and chaos, and I don't think we need that right now. So I'm just doing my best to help the team in every way I can, and if I need to do that, I'll do that for sure.
Nick?
Hi, Bukayo, just down here. I just wonder what players have influenced you as a captain, which leaders you've enjoyed playing under, and what sort of captain you are. Are you someone who talks before the games in the dressing room, on the pitch?
Well, first of all, I'm not the captain. Martin's still the captain. I'm just part of the leadership group, and I wear the captain's armband when he's not around, and he's back now, which is going to be a big boost for us. But yeah, when I do have the armband on me, I'd say I'm more of a lead by example kind of guy, but at the same time, there's a responsibility to talk sometimes, and in the team talks, I have to be the one to speak up as well, and yeah, I do my part on that as well.
Ed?
Hi, Bukayo. Results in the Premier League haven't been very good of late, but in the Champions League, you've had a really good start. Obviously, 2 wins and a draw so far. Has there been a difference in your performances in this competition to the Premier League, do you think?
I feel like in the Champions League, we've been really good this season. We have a very good record, and yeah, we're unbeaten. And we're going to look to keep that record tomorrow night, and that's all we can really do.
Hi, Bukayo. For a while now, it seems like you play regardless whether you've had a knock or whatever, and you're very keen to obviously be involved where possible. After Preston, Mikel said that you said to him, once I'm here, I prefer to have a few minutes. Is that you constantly driving to get on the pitch, regardless if it's a cup game, a league game, or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What's the rationale behind that, of being on the pitch as much as possible, regardless of how big or small the game is?
I think I just love football. I live for football. When I go home, I watch a lot of football too, and it's just always on my mind. And like I said, I always take care of my body so that I can be available for each and every game. And yeah, if I'm gonna travel there and I'm available to play, I want to play. So yeah, that's my mindset.
We'll move to the last couple at the back, so one over here on the right.
Ciao Bocaio, Francesco Biedrà della Gazzetta dello Sport. Ti chiedo, visto che siamo in Italia, se... Ah, sorry.
Sorry. I don't understand it.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Ti chiedo, visto che siamo in Italia, se hai avuto un idolo, un calciatore italiano in particolare che ti ha emozionato, con cui sei cresciuto, e dell'Inter, se dovessi togliere un giocatore alla rosa di Inzaghi, chi toglieresti? Grazie.
Italian player, I'd probably say Jorginho, my teammate, and I love him. And if I was to take a player out of Inter Milan now, I don't know, I could take a lot of them. There's a lot of quality players. I like Barella, I think he's a top midfielder. Also, the two strikers, Thuram and Martinez, are good as well. But at the same time, I'm happy with my teammates and I wouldn't swap any of them for sure.
And we'll go, one up to John.
Mikel, when Mikel Arteta was asked in here a few moments ago what it was that made him think that you would be a good captain, he said it's the way people look at you. So what is the way people look at you from your perspective? And also the captains that you've played under, whether it's Martin Odegaard or Harry Kane, whoever it happens to be, what have you seen them do that you've admired and thought that you would do if you ever took on the captaincy?
If I start with Martin, I think obviously I've seen him come in when he wasn't captain and now he is. So I've seen him progress and evolve in that role, and it's been really impressive. So I've been watching and learning at times, and he's made a big step at that. Harry Kane is also a top captain as well. He leads by example a lot on the pitch. You know, he's always available. He's always training top, always one of the best in training as well. So I try to learn from them both, and yeah, do what I can do best. But the perspective-wise of how people see me, I think it's best to ask other people, if I'm honest. But I just feel like a lot of my teammates, they know that, you know, I don't really speak too much, but when I speak, you know, that most of the time I'm going to say something good, so most of the time they'll listen.
And last two.
Hi, Tancredi Palmieri, Sport Italia. Bukayo, my question comes from the personal congratulations I want to give you, because personally I think you are the player that has the most upgraded in the last 3 years. I was in Wembley 3 years ago and I celebrated a lot that penalty. And when I sobered up, I thought, oh my God, the guy is only 19, how he's going to recover from that? And when I saw you at the Euros last summer, you were not only, my humble opinion, the best England player, but also a point of reference on the pitch as a leader, as you are now from Arsenal. So my question comes, as I think they say also in England, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So what personally did you do to come from that moment, which ain't easy at all? And also I ask you tactically, if you have studied particularly about facing tomorrow the flank of Inter.
First of all, thank you very much for your nice words. And I would say it was a very difficult moment for me. Yeah, it was very difficult. I didn't really know how I would come out of it. I was just taking it each day by day, and I had a lot of support from family, friends, everyone at the club, everyone at the national team, so that helped me a lot. And then, at the same time, I just had a conversation with myself and said, you know, I can either go into a shell and hide and, you know, not express myself anymore, or I can do the opposite, which is work even harder, become a better player in every other aspect. And if I do have an opportunity to take a penalty again, I'm going to be the first one grabbing the ball, and that's what I did. And, you know, everyone saw what happened when I did score that first penalty, and since then I've taken many more and scored most of them. So, yeah, I think it was a point in my life where I had a choice, and I think I made the right choice, I'd say.
And a final question in the middle here. Yeah.
Ciao, volevo chiederti se c'è un aspetto dell'Inter. Eccomi. C'è un aspetto dell'Inter che più vi ha colpito nel preparare questa partita e se magari anche con Jorginho avete parlato dell'atmosfera che vi attende domani sera qui allo stadio San Siro.
Yeah, of course, we've studied Inter. We believe they have many qualities, many threats, starting with their build-up. Of course, they're very good to come out from the back. And they're very dangerous with the two strikers, like I said earlier, and the full-backs as well, the wing-backs going high and wide and attacking. So we need to be careful of them and do our best to defend well tomorrow. And yeah, if we can get a clean sheet, then we have a bigger chance to win the game.